Breast cancer surgery and treatment recovery is rarely as short as someone may think. It can take months or even longer for many, leaving someone feeling really frustrated and wondering what to do to help. My name is Kelly. I am a certified oncology and lymphedema physical therapist. And in this video, I'm sharing some of my go-to gentle exercises for 3 months or longer after breast surgery to help ease ongoing tightness, stiffness, and pain, and to help build back strength and mobility. These exercises can be done only if someone is cleared by their doctor first for safety, because everyone has a different surgery and recovery experience. This video is part of a series, so be sure to subscribe for more breast cancer recovery tips and exercises, or check out my playlist for different stages in recovery. But otherwise, let's get to the exercises. So we're going to go through 3 stretching exercises first that focus on decreasing ongoing tightness and pain, and then we'll go through 3 strength exercises to start building muscle strength again to help with the pain and getting back to daily routines. All exercises should remain mild without significant pain or strain, and they can be done daily, again, if someone is cleared by their doctor. So for the exercises today, you're going to need a set of light dumbbells or whatever you feel comfortable with weight. If you have a yoga ball, we want to pull that out. If you don't, that's okay. I will link in the description box where you can get one, or you could just use a handful of pillows. That works as well. And then we'll use a foam roller. Same thing, you can use the foam roller, and I will link this one. It's a soft one, or you can just use rolled towels. That works great as well. So the first stretch is going to be a child's pose position. Most people are aware or have done this before. We want to start really gentle and something that someone has control over. So there are 2 ways to do it. You can start upright and start to slide out. That is one way that someone can do it. A lot of people that I've worked with prefer to start with their hands out in front of them in that quadruped or 4-point position. And from there, then sitting back into a child's pose, because that way you have a lot more control of how far you go, and a lot of your body weight is moving into your lower body, which takes some pressure off. So whatever feels comfortable, but if we just sit back until you feel, maybe you just start there and start to feel a mild stretch, or if you can go a little bit further until you feel that mild stretch, take that nice big breath in, feel your rib cage expand into that tension. And then as you let your breath go, let yourself sink into that stretch. Good, hold for a few more seconds. And then gently come up and out, especially if you're new. So I like to do shorter durations, shorter holds if someone is new to this. And you can do longer holds, meaning 30 seconds, 60 seconds, even 2 minutes as you get more comfortable. Okay, when you're in that mild stretch, big breath in and out. Good. Sink into that stretch, right into that tension, and then gently come out of it. And start with doing that 3 to 5 times, maybe about 5 to 10 second holds, building up 5 to 10 seconds at a time, longer holds. But if you're brand new, I would just start with a few seconds at a time, gradually building up to those longer holds. So for the next stretch and mobility movement, we're going to be using a foam roller. I do have a soft foam roller. It's more comfortable, in my opinion, to lay on, whatever works. You could also use a rolled towel or a large rolled beach towel. You can tape it if you want, but something that you want that's long that you can sit on one end and your head supported on the other, ideally. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit on the edge. Then from there, I like to have my feet wider so you have more balance and support. Gently lay back. Okay, that your head's supported as much as possible. You feel comfortable. The roller or even the towels down the middle of your spine, the middle of your back. From there, what we're going to do is first and foremost, just let your shoulders open up. Feel that stretch. The goal is to help release the tension we have in the front of the chest. From there, what we're going to do is I like to bring my forearms together so your shoulders and your elbows are bent around 90 degrees. From there, you're going to allow your arms to open up to the sides. Feel that tension, feel that stretch. And then I like to reach up overhead if you're comfortable with it. Come back down to your sides and then together. So it's more of a mobility movement. You can take a moment here and take a breath if you'd like and release that tension, and up and back to your sides and together. But as someone moves further and further away from their surgery, they should start to feel better, less tension, less pain definitely. And our goal is to really start to move into that mobility stage, keeping ourselves from getting too tight, especially if we have a desk job, we're on our phones or reading books a lot, but also making sure that we feel good with movement. Good, we'll do one more together. So open up, feel that tension, reach up overhead, come back to the sides, take a breath if needed, holding there as needed, coming back together, doing that around 8 to 10 times. And for the last stretch, we're going to be laying on our sides. I like to do this on both sides, especially if someone's had surgery on both, but also just to compare one side to the other if you've only had surgery on one side. But the side that we're stretching is going to be up on top. So we're going to be laying on the non-affected side or the side that was just resting. You can either put your arm under your head or use a pillow for support. From there, similar to what we did in the last video, but instead of a bent elbow, we're going to have a straight elbow. This is going to give us more tension into that stretch. If it's too much, go back to what we did in the last video in the series and have a bent elbow. But we'll start with arm out in front of us. And from there, we're going to open up to the wall behind us with a straight elbow. So it looks like this. Open up till you feel that mild stretch across the chest. From there, take a nice big deep breath in. Feel the tension right into that area that you feel. As you let your breath go, sink into the stretch. Let it relax. Again, keep it mild. If it's too much, just scale back. Hold for a few seconds. Come all the way back to the beginning. We'll do it again. So elbow straight. Open up till you feel a mild stretch. Your whole upper body can go with it. Take a nice big deep breath in, feeling your rib cage expand. As you let your breath go, sink into the stretch. Good. Hold for a few seconds. Come out. And we'll do one more together. Nice. Open up till you feel a mild stretch. Breath in. And relax. Sinking into that stretch. You should feel like every time you get a little bit further. Hold for a few seconds. And then gently come out. And again, you can repeat that 3 to 5 times or whatever feels good. So for the first strength exercise, we're going to be using our yoga ball. If you don't have the ball, you can have a maybe like 3 or 4 stacked pillows, like couch cushion pillows, work great. Or you could just do this standing and being bent over. That works as well. After someone has surgery, it's not always ideal to lay on the chest, so I like to lay more on the abdomen area, maybe even into the hips, making sure that it feels good. From there, you can also have your knees stay on the ground, or we can lift up onto our toes. I'll show you there. And we're going to be doing a W position with the arms, so elbows bent, somewhat at our sides. It's a good place to start, and we're going to be doing squeeze backs, shoulder blade squeezes in that position. So we just call them W's where you squeeze, working on our postural muscles to offset the tightness that pulls us forward often. So it looks like this. I'm going to be laying a little bit more on my tummy. From there, you can either leave your knees on the ground, or if you're comfortable, you can go ahead and pick them up, having your feet nice and wide for balance. We'll have our arms in that W position. You want to be looking straight up in front of you. You don't want to look too far up. You want to keep your neck in a neutral position. So we also don't want to bend it down either. Okay, so looking right in front of you, elbows up to the sides, W position, and from there, we're going to lift up to the ceiling, pinch your shoulder blades back together, and then control out of that pinch. Squeeze back in together and come out of that squeeze. Good. Going back and forth, up and down. This one gets hard and challenging pretty quickly because you're working against gravity, but you don't have any ability to use other muscles unless you might be doing it in standing, but try to have control there. You're going to be doing this 8 to 10 times with good control. You can work up to 15 if you like. Nice and control on the way out. Squeeze on the way up. Good, and one more. Good, and then you can roll down off your knees, roll back up, and you're done. All right, next we're going to do a exercise that's similar to the last one in the series. We're going to be doing a wall push-up with a plus or at a countertop. So either at a countertop or a sturdy surface like the back of a couch that doesn't move or a wall. I'd like you to challenge yourselves a little bit more and stand up a bit away from the wall or the countertop so that if you were to lean forward or let go with your arms, that you would fall forward, okay? So hands will be about shoulder height. If you are at a countertop or a couch, just make sure that they're about shoulder width apart. From there, we'll do our push-up, so falling in, pushing away, and then when you get to the end, you're going to do a plus, which is that extra punch with your shoulder blades. So you're really rounding out your shoulder blades, keeping your elbows straight. That helps with your postural muscles, that helps with shoulder alignment, shoulder stability, and making sure that we keep those nice and strong, taking tension off the front. Good, so punch away as you do your push-up, plus. Now, because this is part of the series that's 3 months plus, someone might be a year out or 2 years out or even 5 years out. Next step would be to start to challenge yourselves into something that you would do like a standard push-up, or maybe we'll start from our knees. So what that would look like, same position, you'll have your hands underneath your shoulders. If we start from our knees, we just want to come out into that plank position. From there, we'll still come down, elbows stay close to your sides, and then push back up. So we don't want to chicken wing too much because it's a lot of strain on the front of the chest there. It's a lot of strain on the shoulder joints. So it's better to start with your elbows down by your sides or close to your sides. Again, so you can start with your knees, come down, come back up. Okay, and over time, then you can go up on your toes. And this is the time period to start to, each week or every other week, gradually try to challenge yourself, whether it's more repetitions, starting with 3 or 4, working up 5 or 6, up to 8 to 10, or you're working from progression. So from the wall to your knees, to your feet, and thereon. All right, and the last strength exercise for this is to start progressing from the last video of the series. You're going to be doing your bicep curl, and then you're going to go into a shoulder press. We've been doing a lot of things down with our shoulders by our sides, or our elbows by our sides. We want to, over time, just start to build up to get back overhead. Going overhead is very functional. Reaching into a cupboard overhead for bathing or getting dressed, you reach up and overhead often. So we want to work on strength there as well. So start with your light weights, maybe 1 pound, 2 pounds, and then gradually build up every couple weeks. From there, you can either do this in sitting, standing, kneeling, whatever's comfortable. You're going to do your bicep curl, bringing your arms up to your shoulders, elbows by your sides, and then same thing, you're going to transition going straight overhead, pressing up, coming down, and then coming back down and doing your bicep curl. So it's bicep curl into a shoulder press, coming down, nice and controlled. Making sure that when you press overhead, you're not arching into your backs. You're trying to keep your core engaged and using your shoulders to press up and then coming down. Bicep curl into a shoulder press. Doing this 8 to 10 times or starting nice and slow and gradually building up over time. Again, start with light weights and also build up from there. And that's today's exercise routine in our breast cancer recovery series. For other workouts for breast or cancer rehab, please check out the playlist on my channel and subscribe for new routines. I hope you enjoyed watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.